how you doing today? We're coming to you from the messed up kitchen. I'm going to serve you up a nice culinary delight. Chili chickens on the menu. Let's have a look at the ingredients right now. Okay, so we start with the onions. We've got a bowl of onions here. You can use either fresh or frozen. I've got some frozen ones in here. We've got some tomato. This is chopped tomato. You can get it from a can or you can use fresh tomatoes. Got some gurum masala, not much, probably just over a spoonful. Some salt, some turmeric, same sort of quantities, and the important ingredient here is the green chilies, fresh green chilies washed here. We're going to chop those up, and of course the chicken, which has already been cut and washed. This is boneless chicken you're going to use. Let's get to it. On the stove here, we've got some oil. I'm using sunflower oil, but you can use extra virgin olive oil if you so wish. And the first thing we're going to do is, the oil's been on there for a while, we're going to chuck in the onions. Let's do that. Oh my God, there it goes, sizzling. Cover that up to get that cooking. You want to get that brown. I'm going to get a spoon out from here. There we go. Give it a good old stir, and you need to get these onions brown before you add in the tomatoes, which is the next ingredient to throw in. So that's cooking up really nicely. As you can see, the oil was already quite hot, so they're browning up really quickly there. Oh, my mouth is watering already, waiting for this culinary delight chili chicken. You can have it by itself, with a bit of bread and butter, with naan, with rice, as you wish. And wash it down with a cold beer or a nice cold Coca-Cola or something, or a soda. It's lovely. It doesn't take very long to make. And basically the ingredients you add are to your taste. If you want more chili, you add in more green chilies. Obviously if you want less, you add in less. And the same goes with the salt and the garam masala and the turmeric. So that's getting brown pretty quickly there. So let's put that on there. Get another plate out for this. There we go. And let's have a look. As you can see, the onions are getting quite brown now. I've lit some candles just in case you want to get rid of some of that smell. It always helps. So now what we're going to do is we're ready to chuck in the tomato. And there as I said, I've got chopped tomato here from a can, but you can use fresh if you so wish. There we go, lovely. Produces a lovely colour there. Give that a stir up and let the tomato and onion and oil mix work its magic. There we go, in the pan. So allow that now to cook. And what you need to do is you're looking for the oil to separate out from this tomato and onion mix. So we're going to have to give it a little while after mixing it up like that on the pan, and just cover it up now. Back in there on the stove, and you can see the oil is separated out from the onion and the tomato mix. So we're ready to put the chicken in. Oh yes! Drain off this water a bit. And we throw in the chicken there. There we are. And give it a stir. So this is boneless chicken which has been cut up and washed. And you're mixing it in now with the tomato, oil and onion mix there. There we go, lovely jubbly. Are you getting hungry or what? I hope you've got your notepads out and making a note of this recipe. Give it a good old mix up. And we're going to leave that now to cook. Cover it up and leave it to cook. Okay, we're back to the pan. As you can see, the chicken, tomato and onion mix is cooking up well. It's time to chuck in the spices. So let's get to it. What we got here, first of all, some salt, about a spoonful, maybe a bit more if you want. Some garam masala, the same quantity, chuck that in. Some turmeric, same quantity. We'll give it a mix in a moment. And we're going to put in some, I've got some garlic in the form of powder here. So put half a spoon of that. Chuck that in, sprinkle it around a bit. There you go. Lovely jubbly. And let's mix that up, because we're now getting to the important ingredient, which are the green chilies. And I'll show you what we do with those. Mix it up a bit there. You can see now it's cooking up really nicely. Getting hungry. Now there we go. So let's just cover that up and cut up the green chilies. Now the number you add up, these have been washed by the way. The number you add to the pan depends on your own taste. But I'm going to chuck in maybe 3 or 4. Not like it quite spicy. But as I said, it's down to you how much you want to throw in. Cut those up. So that's number 1. Cut the end off that, don't need that. And then cut away. There we go. And we get another one. Cut that up. Flying all over the place. Yeah. Probably best to cut the ends off and then just get into the main part of the chili. There you go. Let's do one more. It's nice to have a bit of spice in life, don't you think? There you go, get rid of those ends. Cut that up. There we go, some nice green chili there, and we're going to add that in now into the pan. There we go. Whoops, there we go, all in there. Give it a mix. You see those lovely green chilies mixing with the tomato and chicken there? There we are, lovely. Now if that ain't making you hungry, I don't know what will. It's a Sunday evening, it's time to have some grub. Now I'm going to add in the last thing, which is 3 cups full of kettle water. You need to boil the kettle, let it cool down a bit and add it in. This aids the cooking process. There we go. And then we're going to let that cook now for about 30 minutes. Cover it up and let it cook. Hey, we're back on the stove. It's been cooking for half an hour, the chili chicken. As you can see, it's ready now. It's perfect. So I'm going to put the fire off. There we go. And let's, you can tell this chicken's really soft. You can go right into it. So let's just put a little piece out here with a bit of naan bread, and I've got something to wash it down with. There we go. Put a bit more. Lovely jubbly. And let's see how that tastes now. Get a spoon out and go for it. Oh, a dream. What a treat. Wash it down with a bit of iced Coca-Cola. I've got my naan bread. We're all set for the evening. I hope you enjoyed that. Happy cooking. Cheers.